Welcome, my friends. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic that affects millions of people around the world: social media addiction. This is not just about scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook for fun. It's about understanding how these apps can slowly take over your life, your time, your energy, and even your mental health. Many people spend hours every day online without realizing how much it is affecting their happiness, focus, and productivity. But don't worry, this video is here to guide you step by step on how to take back control. If you are watching this video, you probably want to improve your English. That's great! But here's the exciting part: on this channel, you don't just learn English, you also learn life-changing skills and knowledge. Every video brings practical lessons, inspiring ideas, and powerful strategies that help you grow as a person. You will not only expand your vocabulary and improve your listening skills, but you will also gain real insights that can improve your everyday life. Imagine for a moment what it would be like to live without constantly checking your phone. Imagine having more time for your hobbies, your studies, your career, and your dreams. Imagine feeling calm, focused, and in control of your life. That is the kind of change we aim to achieve together. By the end of this video, you will understand why social media is so addictive, how it is stealing your time, and most importantly, what steps you can take to regain your freedom and focus. So, stay with me till the end. Watch carefully, listen attentively, and take notes if you need to. By combining English learning with practical life advice, you can make every minute you spend on this video meaningful. Let's get started and take the first step toward a better, more focused, and more productive life while improving your English at the same time. Now, let's take a closer look at the reality of social media addiction. Do you know how often people touch their phones every single day? According to research, the average person touches their phone 2,617 times a day. That's almost every few seconds. Think about it: every notification, every buzz, every scroll is grabbing your attention without you even realizing it. And the time spent on phones is just as shocking. On average, people spend 7 hours a day on their devices, browsing social media, watching videos, or engaging in online activities. When we examine this globally, the numbers become even more astonishing. In the United States, people spend about 7 to 8 hours daily on their phones. In India, the average time spent on social media and online interactions reaches 7.5 hours. Bangladesh clocks in at almost 6.5 hours per day, while in Canada, the number is around 6 to 7 hours. South Korea takes the lead with an average of 8 hours daily. These statistics are not just numbers, they represent countless hours being consumed by endless scrolling, video watching, and app notifications. Now, pause for a moment and think about the consequences of spending 7 hours a day glued to your phone. That's 7 hours that could have been used to study, work on your career, practice a hobby, or even spend quality time with your family. Instead, people lose themselves in Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or Netflix, often without realizing how much of their life is being taken away. This excessive use of social media directly impacts your focus, productivity, and personal growth. Your attention span shrinks, your mind becomes weaker, and your passions fade away. Over time, your ability to pursue meaningful goals declines, and your life starts to feel unfulfilling. The problem becomes even more evident when we observe human behavior around phones. Many people cannot go even 1 hour without their device. When their phone is taken away, they feel frustrated, anxious, or even angry. Some people carry their phones to the bathroom, check them immediately after waking up, or browse while eating. These are clear signs of addiction, a dependence on social media that is deeply ingrained in daily habits. Science supports this observation. Social media addiction is often compared to drug addiction, alcohol, cigarettes, and gambling. Just like a drug user craves their next dose, social media users crave their next notification. Every like, comment, or new video provides a small dopamine boost, which is the brain's natural, feel-good chemical. This creates a cycle of craving and temporary satisfaction, keeping users scrolling endlessly. Over time, this habit weakens the brain's reward system, making it increasingly difficult to focus on long-term goals or find satisfaction in slower, more meaningful activities. Millions of people around the world are affected by social media addiction. Celebrities, billionaires, and even successful professionals are not immune. For example, the famous actor Tom Holland admitted that he was once obsessed with social media. He constantly checked his posts for likes and comments, which caused stress, anxiety, and insecurity. Eventually, he decided to delete social media from his phone to protect his mental health. This story shows that addiction is not a personal weakness, it's a powerful behavioral trap designed to keep users engaged. Why does this happen? The answer lies in comparison and perception. When you open Instagram or TikTok, you see people traveling to exotic places, showing off their new cars, celebrating perfect relationships, or posting career achievements. Naturally, you begin comparing your life to theirs. Why am I not traveling? Why don't I have a new car? Why isn't my relationship perfect? This comparison creates dissatisfaction and negative feelings about your own life. But here's the reality: social media is mostly fake. People present only their highlights, edited and filtered moments, not the struggles and failures. Yet your brain interprets this curated content as reality, making you feel inadequate. This constant exposure to comparison, combined with dopamine-driven notifications, fuels a strong psychological addiction. You feel compelled to scroll more, seek more content, and chase temporary pleasure. The addictive design of social media traps millions of people, taking away their time, energy, and focus, without them even realizing it. In summary, the current state of social media addiction is alarming. Millions of people worldwide are losing hours, focus, and personal growth every day. Phones and apps are no longer just tools, they have become powerful distractions that manipulate attention and create dependency. Understanding this reality is the first step toward regaining control and reclaiming your life. Now that we understand the scale of social media addiction, let's explore why it happens and how it affects the brain. Social media addiction is not just about poor self-control, it is deeply rooted in the way our brains are wired. Scientists often compare it to drug addiction, gambling, alcohol, and cigarettes. Just like a drug addict craves their next dose, social media users crave their next notification or like. Every new post, comment, or video triggers a small reward in the brain, which makes it extremely difficult to stop scrolling. At the core of this addiction is a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter in the brain that makes you feel pleasure and satisfaction. It is released naturally when you eat delicious food, achieve a goal, or experience a positive event. Social media cleverly hacks this dopamine system. Each notification, like, or comment provides a small instant boost of dopamine, giving your brain a quick sense of reward. This is why you feel good for a moment when scrolling. But just like a drug, your brain soon wants more. You need another notification, another video, or another like to feel the same satisfaction. This cycle keeps you scrolling for hours without realizing it. Another reason for addiction is comparison. When you open apps like Instagram or TikTok, you see people traveling, achieving career goals, or celebrating perfect relationships. Naturally, you compare your life with theirs. Why am I not traveling? Why haven't I achieved this yet? This constant comparison triggers negative feelings such as insecurity, jealousy, or dissatisfaction, which paradoxically makes you scroll even more in search of entertainment or distraction. Social media creates a fake reality, showing only the best moments of people's lives. Your brain cannot distinguish between these filtered, edited highlights and reality, which reinforces the feeling that your life is inadequate. Social media is also designed to keep you hooked through instant gratification. Unlike studying, exercising, or learning new skills which provide slow, delayed rewards, social media offers immediate pleasure. Watching a 30-second video or receiving a notification gives instant dopamine, whereas studying for an hour doesn't provide instant success. This is why good habits feel harder and bad habits feel easier. Social media tricks your brain into choosing short-term pleasure over long-term success. Algorithms play a critical role as well. Engineers and data scientists spend years designing apps to maximize user engagement. When you like a post, the app shows you more posts like it. When you scroll on TikTok or Instagram Reels, the next video automatically loads. You don't even need to click, it happens automatically. This automatic flow of content is engineered to capture your attention and keep it, making it extremely hard to stop. The longer you stay, the more profit the company earns from ads, but the more your time and energy are lost. Finally, social media rewires your reward system and attention span. Your brain starts craving constant stimulation, making it difficult to focus on anything for a longer time. Watching a long educational video becomes boring, while 30 short entertaining videos feel exciting. This explains why people feel restless or frustrated without their phones. The brain's reward system becomes dependent on quick hits of dopamine, forming a cycle that mimics addiction to substances like drugs or gambling. In summary, social media addiction is caused by a combination of dopamine-driven rewards, social comparison, instant gratification, algorithmic design, and rewired attention mechanisms. It is not a personal weakness, it is a carefully engineered system that exploits natural brain processes. Understanding these causes is crucial because it helps you recognize that your brain is being manipulated, which is the first step toward regaining control. Awareness empowers you to make conscious choices and adopt strategies that can break the addictive cycle, allowing you to reclaim your focus, energy, and time. Now that we understand how social media addiction affects the brain, let's examine its real-life consequences. Addiction is not just a mental or psychological problem, it has a direct impact on your daily life, relationships, career, and personal growth. Millions of people worldwide are experiencing these effects without even realizing it. One clear consequence is the loss of time. People spend hours every day scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Over the course of a year, this can add up to hundreds of hours wasted time that could have been spent learning a new skill, exercising, building a career, or pursuing hobbies. For instance, if someone spends 7 hours daily on social media, that's roughly 2,555 hours a year. Imagine what you could achieve if all that time were used productively. The opportunity cost is massive, and many people only realize it after years have passed. Another significant effect is the decrease in mental focus and productivity. Constant scrolling trains your brain to expect short bursts of pleasure and instant gratification. As a result, it becomes increasingly difficult to concentrate on longer tasks, whether it's reading, studying, or working on a project. Your brain becomes conditioned to seek quick rewards, which makes tasks that require patience or sustained attention feel boring or frustrating. This decline in focus can affect your career, education, and personal growth, keeping you stuck in the same place instead of moving forward in life. Relationships are also affected. People addicted to social media often spend less quality time with family and friends. They might physically be present but mentally distracted, scrolling through their feeds instead of engaging in meaningful conversations. Over time, this creates distance between loved ones and erodes the quality of personal connections. Social media can also increase feelings of loneliness, as comparing your life to others' curated posts often leads to jealousy, insecurity, or self-doubt. Mental health is another critical area impacted by social media addiction. Research shows that excessive use can increase anxiety, depression, and stress levels. Notifications and constant exposure to perfect, filtered images of others' lives create unrealistic expectations and self-comparison. People start asking themselves, "Why is my life not as exciting? Why am I not successful yet?" These negative thoughts accumulate, reducing self-esteem and overall happiness. Even successful individuals, such as celebrities and business leaders, face similar challenges. For example, actor Tom Holland admitted that social media affected his mental health and increased anxiety until he deleted his accounts to regain balance. Furthermore, social media addiction can lead to physical consequences. Constantly staring at screens strains the eyes and disrupts sleep patterns. Many people scroll late at night, reducing their sleep quality, which in turn affects energy levels, mood, and cognitive function during the day. Sedentary behavior associated with excessive screen time can also contribute to health problems such as weight gain, poor posture, and decreased physical fitness. Finally, social media addiction can suppress personal passions and long-term goals. When people spend hours consumed by apps, they neglect hobbies, learning, and self-development. Dreams get delayed or abandoned entirely. For example, someone who wants to learn a language, start a business, or write a book may struggle to find the time and focus required because social media constantly diverts their attention. Over time, this creates a cycle where individuals feel stuck, unfulfilled, and frustrated with their lives, even though the solution is simple: changing habits and regaining control over their time. In summary, the real-life consequences of social media addiction are far-reaching. They include lost time, reduced focus and productivity, weakened relationships, mental health issues, physical effects, and the suppression of personal growth and goals. These consequences show that addiction is not just a minor inconvenience, it affects every aspect of life. Recognizing these impacts is the first step toward change. Once you understand the consequences, you can take conscious steps to regain your time, energy, and control over your life, instead of letting social media dictate it. Now that we understand the problem and its consequences, it's time to focus on solutions. Breaking free from social media addiction may feel difficult at first, but with consistent effort and clear strategies, it is completely achievable. In this section, we will discuss 7 practical steps that can help you regain control of your time, attention, and life. Step 1. Recognize that social media is a trap. The first step is awareness. Understand that social media platforms are designed to keep you hooked. The apps don't want you to use them for just a few minutes, they want you to stay for hours. Every scroll, like, or comment generates profit for the companies, but costs you your focus, energy, and personal growth. Before picking up your phone, ask yourself, am I using social media, or is social media using me? Realizing that your behavior is being manipulated is the foundation for change. Step 2. Turn off notifications. Notifications are constant distractions that grab your attention and pull you away from productive activities. Research shows that once your focus is broken, it takes 23 minutes to regain full concentration. By turning off notifications for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and other apps, you can save hours each day and protect your attention. You don't need to know every like, comment, or new video immediately. Turning off notifications creates a calmer, more controlled digital environment. Step 3. Use the 5-second rule. Many people pick up their phones automatically without realizing it. A simple trick is the 5-second rule. Whenever you feel the urge to open a social media app, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in your mind, then ask yourself, do I really need to open this app, or is it just a habit? Most of the time, you will notice that the urge is not genuine. This small pause helps break automatic behavior patterns and gives you the power to make conscious choices. Step 4. Set time limits for social media use. The average person spends 7 hours a day on their phone, that's 210 hours a month or 87 full days a year. Imagine using even part of that time to learn a new skill, start a business, or pursue a passion. Decide how many minutes you will allow yourself on social media each day, and set a timer. When the time is up, close the app. You can also use app blockers to enforce these limits automatically, reducing the temptation to scroll endlessly. Step 5. Replace social media with real-life activities. Many people turn to social media out of boredom or habit. The solution is to fill your life with real, meaningful activities. Go outside, take a walk, visit a park, or travel. Read books, which give knowledge and personal growth rather than endless entertainment. Learn a new skill, such as a language, cooking, or music. Spend time talking to friends and family. Exercise regularly to boost mood and energy. The more time you spend on real-life experiences, the less you will crave digital distractions. Step 6. Make your phone less addictive. Visual appeal contributes to compulsive phone use. You can reduce temptation by setting your screen to black and white, hiding colorful apps, moving social media apps to a hidden folder, and logging out after every use. These small adjustments make your phone less stimulating and help you resist the urge to check it repeatedly. Step 7. Go on a 7-day social media detox. Finally, try a full detox. Delete all social media apps for 7 days and focus entirely on real-life activities. Spend time with family, pursue hobbies, work on goals, read, exercise, and enjoy the world around you. After just 1 week, you will likely feel happier, calmer, and more focused. You will also realize how much you can accomplish without being constantly distracted. This detox provides a powerful reset and helps you develop healthier habits for the long term. In conclusion, these 7 steps: awareness, turning off notifications, the 5-second rule, time limits, replacing social media with real-life activities, reducing phone appeal, and a 1-week detox form a practical roadmap to break free from social media addiction. By implementing these strategies consistently, you can reclaim your time, improve focus, protect mental health, and start building a life full of purpose and productivity. Remember, the key is awareness and action. The moment you take control, social media stops controlling you. Now it's time to take a hard look at the real impact of wasted time and why action is necessary. Social media can quietly steal your most valuable asset, time. Think about it: if you spend 5 hours a day scrolling through apps, that equals 35 hours a week, 140 hours a month, and 1,680 hours a year. That's almost 70 full days of your life gone every year. What could you achieve in that time? You could learn a new skill, start a business, improve your English, or focus on your health and fitness. Every hour spent mindlessly scrolling is an hour lost from building your future. Let me share a short story. 2 friends, Alex and Ryan, made different choices. Alex spent his days on social media, thinking he had plenty of time. Ryan, however, limited his social media use and focused on personal growth, learning, and pursuing his goals. 5 years later, Ryan had built a successful career, traveled the world, and lived a fulfilling life. Alex, on the other hand, remained stuck in the same place, with wasted time and missed opportunities. This story illustrates a powerful truth: time waits for no one. How you choose to spend your time today determines your life 5 years from now. Here's the challenge: take out your phone and check your screen time. Are you spending hours on social media every day? Now imagine what you could accomplish if you reclaimed even half of that time. Your life can change, but only if you take control right now. The choice is yours: continue scrolling and losing precious hours, or take action, focus on your goals, and build the life you truly want. Remember, every second counts. Don't wait for tomorrow, next week, or next year. The time to change is now. Start today, take small steps, and make every moment count.